The Women in Ministry consultation of Methodist Church of Southern Africa will be embarking on a march today to the Methodist Connectional Office at Bruma, east of Johannesburg. This comes after a video making the rounds on social media revealed a private conversation between Reverend Rev Mehana and Raymond Sibanga, where the two men were sharing views about women which were widely perceived as being derogatory. The video has sparked outrage online, prompting Mehana to apologize for the comments. Our reporter Lopang Alamo is there covering the march, and she joins us live now. A very good morning, Lopang. What's happening where you are?
Well, a very good morning to you, Desiree, and to our viewers at home. The march is yet to begin. We understand the women were waiting for the police and the Metro Police to accompany them to where they will be marching to. I've got Mayor Dibuseng Lebaka Kitabile here to tell us what we can expect at the press conference today. Mayor, thank you so much for your time. What can we expect at the press conference today?
Today we are here as women in ministry together with women and men in the Methodist Church to speak truth to the church. The events of the past week or two, as well as the way women ministers have been treated, and women in general are treated in the Methodist Church of Southern Africa, is not right. The Methodist Church of South Africa is patriarchal, and we have been talking about this. You see, in the past 26 years, women in ministry consolidated their voice and established what is called Women in Ministry consultation, so that we can speak with one voice and try to guide the church on how to empower the previously disempowered people, women included. But nothing has been happening. But now what has happened last week has made us to come out and say, what you heard from Reverend Dr. Rev Mehana is actually what is happening in the Methodist Church. And now this has to stop, and has to stop now. Because this has been a policy. Women has been put down. You look at the leadership of the church at the moment, connectionally, only men are leading the church. So we are saying today, we're talking to the world, not just the church, to say enough is enough.
Well, Mami, we understand he's issued an apology on social media. Has he come forth to apologize to the women of the church personally?
Personally, that has not been done, but we have read the apology. But you know, he can apologize as many times as he wants to. But the fact of the matter, that who he is. And it means actually anything that he has done in this church actually has been marred by that sexism that he has. If you listen carefully to his statement, he was sexist, was tribalist, he was culturalist. You know, he elevated everything that is him over and above what Christ wants us to be like. So we're talking today truth to the church to say it has to stop, it has to stop now.
And of course, this extends to more than what the Reverend has said. Many other men are doing this in the church.
As I said, the community, the society is patriarchal. And then they come in the church with the patriarchal attitudes. But you see, in the church of God, we are all created in the image of God. That's what Christ says. We are all created in the image of God. You leave your community, you come to the church community, you have to be a different person altogether. There has to be conversion. You move. You know, Richard Niebuhr says, Christ was within culture when culture was embracive, when culture was supportive to all other people. But this same Jesus was against culture when culture was destroying anybody, everybody. You have to be against culture. So you can't come to church and want to use your own culture and your own tradition to oppress people in the church. Actually, the church should set an example to say to the world, this is how we have to live together as a community.
Thank you so much. That was Mayor Dibuseng, saying that there's no space for patriarchy in society. nor in the church, and also saying that this extends to just far and beyond the comments made by the Reverend, also saying that men in general are not treating women the way that they should be in churches. Of course, we'll hear more on this at the press conference, which will start at 12 o'clock. For now, that's all we have for you. It's back to you in studio, Desiree.
Thank you there to Lopang. What a compelling conversation with one of the female ministers, Ms. Dibuseng Lebaka Kitabile, saying that you can't come to church and want to use your own culture in the church, and also saying that if you move from your community and go to church, you have to convert from being a member of the community to being a member of the church community. An interesting one there as well, especially the thread in church being about forgiveness, and Rev Mehana having sent out his apology, and they're saying that he can keep his apology.